We're live at quick one. Huh? Is it recording? Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason, and excuse the last minute kind of video I'm putting together. You know, and also the hair and everything else. I don't look the best right now. But I really wanted to share with you what I was feeling, and you know, I wanted to discuss this topic while it was kind of fresh in my mind, because I feel really connected to it. More so because of the experience I went through recently. A few days ago, I played a tennis match in a tennis tournament where I had probably one of the worst results I've ever had in my entire career. So I really can't feel proud of it or feel good about it at all. Rather, it's a little embarrassing, humiliating, maybe you know, disappointing. But you know what? What are you going to do about it? You know, I've had a couple days to think about it, to ponder upon it, and this is the I guess the answer I came up with, and I really want to share it with you guys, which is taking responsibility of the results of the situation at hand. And a lot of times when we lose, or when we have a result or a situation where it's not in our favor, the first reaction is to, hey, you know, get on that defensive mode of trying to protect your ego, trying to protect your pride, you know, like make some sort of an excuse as to why it didn't work out the way it did. Take, for example, like a tennis player, and I really, you know, I've heard every excuse in the book, believe it or not, mainly from adults, from, hey, the sun is just too bright today, or it was just too windy, I really couldn't hit that ball, or, you know, anything from that to like crazy reasons like, hey, one side of my sock was too loose, or something ridiculous to that point where it's like totally irrelevant, you know. But they're kind of blaming all the wrong reasons, instead of taking responsibility and really looking at yourself and the situation and be like, hey, what areas do I need to correct? What areas am I weak at that went wrong? And really study that and analyze it and work on it, versus kind of brushing it off, ignoring it, and pretending that, you know, everything's perfect except you're perfect except everything else, you know. So really, I don't think that's the right way of really going about it. I think that's the first natural response from everybody, to kind of protect their ego, to protect their pride and everything else. Because yeah, naturally, who wants to lose? Who wants to be rejected? I guess this also really applies to not only a tennis match or a tennis game, but to life, you know, and relationship and everything else also, right? You know, how about people that, you know, are trying to look for jobs and really can't, you know, or are having a hard time? Sure, I mean, times are tough, and, you know, economy's down and whatnot, but can you really make that as a reason, or as the only reason as to why it's not working out? You know, possibly, but you got to also look at yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, what's going on? Am I lacking a certain part, you know, or am I not doing something right? Is my character, personality, does a certain area need to be looked at and to be worked on, you know? And so if you do that, you know, maybe next time you go on the interview or next opportunity situation that comes up, you're going to be more presentable, or, you know, better respected, versus, you know, I'm really having a tough time with getting a job because times are tough. I've applied here and there, but nothing's working out. Yeah, sure, you can see that, but I mean, are you going to keep making that as an excuse and as a reason as to why things are not working out? Or are you going to actually step up and be like, hey, listen, you know what, times are tough, but okay, look at yourself in the mirror and be, hey, this is an area where I'm kind of lacking, where I got to brush up on, and really work on that and improve yourself. improve the areas where you need to get better at. And it also applies to relationship too, right? I mean, who likes getting dumped? Who likes getting rejected? Nobody, you know. But you also gotta think and look at yourself too. Are there valid reasons as to why that person left you, or why that person doesn't want you? I mean, it could be, or it couldn't be, but you really should look at yourself in the mirror and see what areas you lack. Hey, do you need to take more responsibility in a certain area, and or whatever else, you know, and you work on that, brush up on it, so next time you meet another person or next relationship you get into, you will be better. You'll be ready, and you'll be a stronger person, a smarter person, a kinder person, a better player, you know, versus just kind of brushing it off, ignoring it, and be like, hey, I'm great, I'm fine. It's just other outside elements, other outside people, factors that are determining what my outcome is, you know. And I really don't think so. I mean, a lot of times I think you got to look inside yourself and be like, hey, what am I doing? How am I as a person? How am I as a player? What areas am I lacking? What areas am I weak at that needs improvement? And really study that, and just really have a good look at yourself in the mirror, you know, and analyze yourself, and not be so defensive of your ego and your pride. So I guess hopefully you guys could take something away from this video. I certainly can. As much as I hate to, and as much as I'd love to make all these, you know, excuses as to why it didn't turn out the way it did for me, I don't think that's the right way. I think it's over now. I think you got to really look at yourself and what areas that needs to be worked on, and just do it. And next time you're going to be a better player, a smarter person, and everything else. And at least that's the right direction to go into. And hopefully, again, you guys could agree with me, or if you disagree, that's fine. But I'd also appreciate if you maybe leave a comment or two, and maybe share an experience you've had or you're having that's similar. But yeah, that's about it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll talk to you again some other time. Alright, take care. Bye.